Welcome. Today we're diving into whether SUI, the token for the SUI network, could realistically bounce back to $5 by the end of 2025. With crypto markets always in flux, investors and enthusiasts are eager to know what's possible for SUI's price. In this video, we'll break down the bullish and bearish arguments, look at expert forecasts, and highlight the key events and trends you should watch. By the end, you'll have a clearer sense of what needs to happen for SUI to reach that $5 mark and what could hold it back. Start with the optimistic side. Several bullish forecasts suggest SUI could approach or even surpass $5 by the end of 2025. Some models predict a potential high around $4.63, while others see a range up to $6.25 in a strong bull market. In the most optimistic scenarios, a few blogs even mention a maximum of $7 if conditions are extremely favorable. These numbers show that, at least according to some analysts, $4 to $5 is within the realm of possibility for SUI if the right catalysts align. Major reason for bullishness is SUI's growing ecosystem. More developers and projects are joining the network, which can drive both usage and demand for SUI tokens. When a blockchain ecosystem expands, it often attracts more users, increases transaction volume, and boosts the token's utility. This kind of organic growth can be a powerful force behind price appreciation, especially if it's paired with broader market enthusiasm. Another bullish factor is the potential for a broad altcoin rally. Historically, when the crypto market enters a bull phase, altcoins like SUI often get swept up in the momentum. If Bitcoin and other major cryptocurrencies surge, it can create a rising tide that lifts many smaller tokens. For SUI, a strong altcoin rally could provide the upward pressure needed to approach or even exceed the $5 mark. External events can also play a huge role. Regulatory clarity, ETF filings, or major partnerships could act as powerful catalysts for SUI. For example, if regulators provide clear guidelines for crypto, or if SUI Network lands a high-profile partnership, investor confidence could soar. These types of events often trigger sharp price movements across the crypto sector, and SUI would likely benefit if positive news hits the headline. The flip side, many mainstream analysts are more cautious. Their predictions for SUI's price by the end of 2025 tend to be much lower, often falling in the $2 to $3 range. These conservative forecasts reflect skepticism about whether SUI can double or more from its current levels. They also highlight the challenges SUI faces in breaking through established resistance points and sustaining higher valuation. Technical analysis shows that SUI has faced resistance near $2.82 and support around $2.72 in recent months. These levels suggest that SUI has some work to do before it can even approach $5. Breaking through resistance and maintaining momentum is crucial for any sustained rally. Without strong upward movement, the price could remain range-bound or even decline. SUI to double from around $2 to $5, it would need significant upward momentum. This isn't just about hype, there needs to be real growth in adoption, ecosystem development, and market sentiment. Doubling in price is a tall order, especially in a market as volatile and unpredictable as crypto. It requires a combination of favorable technicals, strong fundamentals, and positive external factors. There are significant risks and dependencies to consider. SUI's price is heavily influenced by the broader crypto market. If Bitcoin or major altcoins stagnate or decline, SUI will likely struggle as well. Additionally, SUI needs to show real ecosystem growth, like higher total value locked TVL, more developer activity, and increased user adoption to justify higher valuations. Without these, the price could falter. Investor sentiment, regulatory developments, and macroeconomic trends all play a role in SUI's price trajectory. Negative news, such as regulatory crackdowns or unfavorable economic data, can quickly dampen any rally. On the other hand, positive sentiment and supportive regulations can provide the tailwinds needed for SUI to climb higher. Staying informed about these factors is crucial for anyone watching SUI's price. Given all the data and current environment, a reasonable base case for SUI is ending 2025 somewhere in the $2.50 to $3.50 range. This scenario assumes steady but not explosive growth, with the ecosystem continuing to develop and the broader market remaining relatively stable. It's a cautious but realistic outlook that accounts for both opportunities and risks. A moderate bull case, SUI could end 2025 in the $3.50 to $4.50 range. This would require some positive catalysts, such as major ecosystem milestones or a broader market lift. It's a plausible scenario if things go well, but not perfectly. Investors should watch for signs of accelerating growth and positive news that could push SUI into this higher range. SUI to reach $4.50 to $6 or more, a strong bull case would need to play out. This means a major breakout, such as a significant ecosystem milestone combined with a powerful market surge. It's not impossible, but it does require a perfect storm of positive developments. If SUI achieves this, it would be one of the standout performers in the crypto space for 2025. Of course, there's always a bear case to consider. If the crypto sector disappoints, SUI could stay below $2.50 or even drop further. This scenario could play out if the broader market turns bearish, regulatory risks increase, or SUI's ecosystem fails to deliver meaningful growth. It's a reminder that crypto investments carry significant downside risks as well as upside potential. Is $5 by the end of 2025 realistic for SUI? The answer is, it's possible but not guaranteed. The $5 target leans more toward the bullish side of outcome scenarios rather than the conservative or most likely outcome. It would require a combination of strong ecosystem growth, positive market conditions, and perhaps some external catalysts. While not out of reach, it's certainly not a given. If you're tracking SUI's price, keep an eye on whether it can convincingly break above the $3 to $3.50 range and hold those levels. Sustained movement above these key resistance points could set the stage for a run toward $5. Technical analysis is an important tool for spotting potential breakouts and understanding where the next big moves might come from. Major announcements within the SUI ecosystem can be game changers. New decentralized apps (DApps), growth in DeFi total value locked (TVL), or large capital inflows into the network can all drive demand for SUI tokens. Investors should pay attention to news about partnerships, product launches, and developer activity, as these often precede price rallies. The broader crypto market is a major influence on SUI's price. If Bitcoin and large-cap altcoins start a strong bull run, SUI is more likely to follow. Conversely, if the market turns bearish, SUI could struggle to gain traction. Keeping an eye on overall market sentiment and trends is essential for anticipating SUI's next moves. SUI has struggled to break above $2.80 in recent months. Overcoming this resistance is crucial for any sustained rally. Technical resistance levels act as psychological barriers for traders and investors. If SUI can break through and hold above these levels, it could signal the start of a new upward trend. Token supply dynamics are another important factor. How many SUI tokens are circulating and how many are set to unlock in the future? Large token unlocks can put downward pressure on price as more supply enters the market. Monitoring tokenomics and upcoming unlock schedules is vital for understanding potential price movements. Developer activity is a strong indicator of a blockchain's health. More developers building on SUI means more innovation, new products, and greater utility for the network. This can translate into higher demand for SUI tokens as users and projects need them to interact with the ecosystem. Tracking developer engagement can give early signals of future growth. User adoption is another key metric. As more people use SUI's network for transactions, DeFi or DApps, demand for SUI tokens increases. Adoption can be measured by wallet growth, transaction volume, and active users. Sustained growth in these areas is a positive sign for long-term price appreciation. Total value locked (TVL) in DeFi projects on SUI is a critical indicator of ecosystem strength. Higher TVL means more assets are being used within the network, which can drive up demand for SUI tokens. Watching TVL trends can help investors gauge whether the ecosystem is gaining traction and attracting capital. Strategic partnerships can provide a major boost to SUI's price. When SUI Network announces collaborations with other projects, institutions, or major players, it often leads to increased visibility and credibility. These partnerships can also bring new users and capital into the ecosystem, supporting higher valuations. ETF filings and growing institutional interest in crypto can have a ripple effect on tokens like SUI. If institutions start allocating capital to the sector, it increases overall demand and can drive prices higher. ETF approvals, in particular, are seen as a sign of mainstream acceptance and can trigger significant inflows. Clear and supportive regulations are essential for long-term growth in crypto. If governments provide regulatory clarity, it reduces uncertainty and encourages more participation from both retail and institutional investors. For SUI, positive regulatory developments could be a major catalyst for price appreciation. Crypto markets are highly sensitive to shifts in sentiment. Positive news, strong performance from leading coins, or bullish analyst reports can all spark rallies. Conversely, negative headlines or disappointing results can quickly reverse gains. Monitoring sentiment through news, social media, and analyst commentary is crucial for anticipating price moves. Broader economic trends like inflation, interest rates, and global growth can influence crypto prices. If macro conditions are favorable, risk assets like SUI may benefit. However, economic uncertainty or downturns can lead to risk-off behavior, putting pressure on crypto markets. Keeping an eye on the macro backdrop is important for understanding SUI's potential. Ultimately, SUI's price will be determined by the balance of supply and demand. If demand for the token outpaces new supply thanks to ecosystem growth, adoption, and positive sentiment, prices can rise. But if supply increases too quickly or demand falters, prices may stagnate or fall. Understanding this dynamic is key for any crypto investor. What could trigger a breakout for SUI? Watch for a combination of technical breakouts above resistance, major ecosystem announcements, and positive macro trends. These factors often work together to create the momentum needed for a sustained rally. Being ready to act when these triggers align can make all the difference. It's also important to watch for warning signs. If SUI fails to break resistance, if ecosystem growth stalls, or if negative news hits the market, the price could quickly reverse. Being aware of these risks can help you manage your expectations and make more informed decisions. How does SUI stack up against other altcoins? In many ways, its price action mirrors that of the broader market. When altcoins rally, SUI often follows. However, its unique ecosystem and development pace can set it apart. Comparing SUI's performance to similar projects can provide context for its potential upside and risks. For investors, it's important to have a strategy. This might mean setting price alerts, watching for breakout levels, or diversifying across multiple tokens. Staying disciplined and avoiding emotional decisions can help you navigate the volatility of the crypto market and make the most of potential opportunities. Risk management is crucial in crypto investing. Setting stop-loss orders, limiting position sizes, and having an exit plan can protect you from major losses. Remember, while the upside can be significant, the downside risks are real. Always invest what you can afford to lose and stay informed about market developments. Are you investing in SUI for the long term or trading for short-term gains? Your approach will influence how you interpret price movements and news. Long-term holders may focus on ecosystem growth and adoption, while short-term traders watch technical levels and market sentiment. Knowing your time horizon is key to building a strategy that fits your goals. The crypto market moves fast, and staying informed is essential. Follow news, track ecosystem updates, and monitor price alerts to stay ahead of the curve. Being proactive and adaptable can help you respond to new developments and make better investment decisions. A vibrant community can be a major asset for any crypto project. SUI's community of developers, users, and supporters helps drive adoption and innovation. Engaged communities often provide valuable feedback, promote the project, and attract new participants. Watching community activity can give clues about a project's momentum. What sets SUI apart from other tokens? Its unique technology, developer ecosystem, and focus on scalability and usability make it an interesting contender in the blockchain space. Understanding SUI's value proposition can help you assess its long-term potential and how it might perform relative to competitors. Despite its strengths, SUI faces potential roadblocks. Competition from other blockchains, regulatory uncertainty, and technical challenges could all slow its progress. Being aware of these risks can help you set realistic expectations and make more informed decisions about your investments. Large token unlocks can create selling pressure and impact price. Keeping track of upcoming unlocks and how they might affect supply is important for anticipating potential volatility. Projects often publish unlock schedules, so staying updated can help you avoid surprises. Breakouts above key resistance levels are often the first sign of a new rally. For SUI, breaking and holding above $3.00 could be a major signal. Technical traders often look for confirmation through volume and momentum indicators before jumping in. Crypto markets are dynamic and conditions can change quickly. Being flexible and ready to adapt your strategy is essential. Whether it's adjusting your risk management, reallocating your portfolio, or taking profits, staying nimble can help you navigate volatility. Sum up, SUI reaching $5 by the end of 2025 is possible, but it's not the most likely scenario. The base case is a price between $2.50 and $3.50, with higher targets requiring strong catalysts in a bullish market. By watching key levels, ecosystem developments, and market trends, you can stay ahead of the curve and make more informed decisions. Whether you're bullish or cautious on SUI, staying informed and managing your risk is key. Crypto markets offer both big opportunities and significant risks. By understanding the factors that drive SUI's price and keeping an eye on the latest developments, you'll be better prepared for whatever comes next. Thanks for joining this deep dive into SUI's 2025 price outlook. Remember, the crypto landscape is always evolving, and staying proactive is your best strategy. Keep tracking the news, watch those key levels, and good luck on your investment journey.